Hello, everyone. It is Sea Tactics for the One Otherwise Known as Ben, and special guest co-host.
I'm special? Yay, I'm special.
Also, you're not a guest co-host. I don't know why I keep saying that. You are the co-host.
Yeah, I fired and then brought on as a guest or something?
I don't know. I don't know. It says here in the script that you are special guest co-host. I don't know what that's about. I don't know who writes these things. I just get them.
Do you script your openings?
No, that's a complete lie.
Okay, I was kind of worried if you do it. Like, I know you script a summary, but to actually script an opening, when I open the stuff up, I just make it up kind of on the spot, or I think of a funny joke like an hour before.
I literally script everything. Everything I say.
I was gonna say, how do you script what I say?
I script I write down that script too. And I will you to say the things that I want you to say.
You psychologically analyze me so you know what I'm going to say before I say it.
Exactly. What's up, everybody? Shadow Blazer, Echo, Echo, Echo. I'm not sure if he's hearing Echo, then that would be weird. What's up, Francesca, Hazel, MCZ Dub Productions? How's everything going?
And Satsuki. We have to welcome Satsuki.
Oh yeah, Satsuki. Forgot Satsuki.
How can you forget Satsuki? He's named after Best Girl.
This is true. Satsuki Kiryuin is pretty damn great, you know?
She should show up in Fruits Basket.
You know what? I'm going to go ahead and agree with that. And before we get into the show, there's the terrible, awful news that came out of Japan with KyoAni, part of their studio burning down and sadly people passing away. Some unconfirmed, some confirmed. We don't exactly know yet, but I want to point you guys to the GoFundMe. Sentai Filmworks has a GoFundMe up, and I think it's already reached over their goal. But that's pretty much all I wanted to say on it. You can Google it. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to put that in a YouTube description or not. So
yeah. It will be in one of our Twitters if you can't find it. Another way to support them is to buy their high resolution wallpaper on the KyoAni website, and that way the money will go directly to them. So that's also an option.
I actually didn't know that.
Well, now you do.
Well, I would like a link to that.
I was planning to do that tomorrow, so I'll send it to you then.
Okie dokie. So, sad news out of the way. Fruits Basket episode 16. She said, "Don't step on them." I don't think I saw this quote in this episode, but
yeah, that was when Uo first met Toru in the school, and Toru dropped the stuff and it went everywhere.
Oh yeah,
and then the people were walking on it, and then one of them said that thing.
Yeah. And she's like, "Don't step on them, dumbos."
Exactly. And
great.
Apparently we're still echoing, which is weird because it wasn't echoing when I heard it for a minute.
How are we? There shouldn't be anything.
Yeah, I turned the audio on and I don't hear an echo.
Well then. Awkward. Is anybody else hearing echo?
Unless Shadow has it open twice somehow?
Yeah, that may be what's going on. That's weird. I remember one time. I think I had that problem one time actually. I may be having deja vu. Just my brain may be playing tricks on me. But
yeah, or just the computer's haunted. Those things happen too.
This is true.
Okay, good. Shadow just had it open twice. That fixed it.
Ah, okay. Fruits Basket episode 16. Uo reflects on her time when she first met Toru and Kyoko. But it's not all sunshine and rainbows, as Uo doesn't like how Kyoko has changed when she first meets her. She also reflects on her father's alcoholism and her past, shall we say, dirty deeds?
Yeah, that's a good way for it. You could also define blowing up 12 street blocks in 3 days, but those things sometimes happen.
Well, her dirty deeds are definitely not done dirt cheap.
Exactly.
AC/DC's the best. So
yeah, I didn't get that reference.
It's from their song "Dirty Deeds Done Dirt Cheap."
Yeah, I don't really pay attention to their music.
So, anyways, at the beginning, I didn't know who who this was. Like, it starts off with Uo walking into her house, and I thought it was just some random boy, but it was Uo.
Well, again, I thought it was a girl because, like, we got a glimpse of their fingernails, which were painted. So I was thinking they showed us that to tell us it is a girl. But yeah, like you, I wasn't entirely sure who it was. I thought it might have been like Kyoko's backstory, so that maybe was her.
Yeah, that I actually thought that for a moment as well. I was like, is this Kyoko from like a really young age? Which, by the way, if they focus on Kyoko from a really young age, I'm down with that.
I don't think there's a character they could focus on that would not be interesting.
That is true. I'm interested. I would eat it up. Just literally any one of these characters' backstories. Just throw me Emoji-san. What was? I don't care. Throw me another one. What else did he do?
Exactly. Like what else happened with Emoji-san? What happened with Kyogamish? What happened with Yuki? What happened to Haru? What happened to Dog-kun?
Exactly.
And I should mute my phone before it keeps going off during the podcast.
I just all of these characters are so profoundly interesting, and there's so many characters in this show.
Yeah, but it's like this show doesn't feel crowded though, because like they like come in for a little bit, go away for a bit, come back when they're needed, and the show's long enough that it doesn't feel like it's like the pacing is wrong with it doing it that way.
And yeah, did see the after credits scene because the ending song is a freaking banger. So yeah. I have to watch it.
Yeah, that after credits scene was amazing. It's like, okay, where are they going? Oh, Emoji-san. Chilling. Okay, Emoji-san, best boy.
I love how it's the girls. It's the same. I think these girls were in like 3 separate scenes in this episode.
Right.
And they showed back up at the very end, and they were just like practicing cursing and using, like, just being bad people, basically.
Yeah, like being intimidating and like, okay, then they got it down. They're going to practice on a random person who walks by, and it's Emoji-san.
Yeah, they're like, it's a foreigner! And he starts speaking German, and they freak out and they run away. And he's just like, what happened?
Yeah, I don't see why they're so scared of Emoji-san, because he's Emoji-san, and German isn't that scary.
Yeah, I don't think German is that scary.
Exactly. Like, well, I guess it might be who's yelling it, but still.
And also, Emoji-san is adorable. How would you find that scary?
Well, it's funny. I was thinking, like, when the opening was playing, I was like, we haven't seen much of Emoji-san lately. He needs to be in this episode. And then he's in at the very end. I was like, okay, I'm happy now. How did it know what I was wanting?
Before the show started, me and Satsuki were, I guess we were both talking about Emoji-san and how initially I didn't think that he would be a character that I liked, and I don't think he did either. And yeah, like after that first episode, I was just like, yes, more please. He's great.
But every time we see him, he keeps getting better.
Yeah, he's awesome. He's great. He dressed as a rabbit one time in that joke thing.
Yeah, he did. He's best bunny.
This is true. He's also a bunny, so he is the best bunny.
Exactly. He's better than Bunny Girl Senpai.
I agree.
There you go. More controversial statements we agree with.
I don't think that's really controversial.
But yeah, so back to the episode itself. We got it was kind of a pool episode for like 3 minutes.
Oh yeah, they were at a pool for like 3 or 4 minutes, and this was pretty needed, I think, because they started off with that really dark scene where Uo walks into her house and is like, my life is miserable, and then then they end the opening and they're at the pool, and it was like, it's nice to get in the pool during the summer. I'm like, I don't know where this. I don't hope this doesn't head in a direction that's like fan service. Glad they didn't.
It was the perfect type of fan service for Fruits Basket.
It wasn't really fan service to me. The only fan service that I really saw was like, there was like a close up of Hana's like midsection, and even then that wasn't the focus at all.
Exactly. Like, it wasn't fan service. It was like showing Toru being Toru, and that's what the fans want.
Oh, yeah. Hana lost her hair clip And then
Yes, and
Toru,
Toru.
yeah, she shows up and she's like, "I got one."
It's like, how did Toru know that? Where did she find one? How is Toru so awesome?
And she's wearing, I guess, her school swimsuit.
Yeah.
And then
And well, I like how it's like she was wearing it because it still fits. She didn't want to waste money on a new one, but then she's like, okay, I'll get a new one because it bothers Uo so much.
yeah, what that's they all definitely care for each other, which is like one of the best parts of the show.
They just like, yes, I'll waste money because I'll make Uo happy. That's worth it.
Exactly.
And the reason like Uo is sad at that is because she wants Toru to have something better. So just like all the affection they have back and forth and all that.
Yep.
Okay, they clarify it was a middle school swimsuit, so that makes more sense.
Forgot I had that thing up, so I took it down. Whoops.
Good thing.
I had like this thing up for King of Anime, and I forgot to take it down.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Go subscribe to King of Anime podcast. It's the best podcast that I never watch.
I don't think you can subscribe to it, but yeah. So the funny part is Uo and Hana are talking to the guys like, come with us to pick out her swimsuit, to which that's funny.
Yeah, it's like, wait, why do you want guys to go with you to buy a swimsuit for her?
Yeah, as a guy, if a couple of women came up to me and is like, yeah, let's go pick out your friend like a swimsuit for her, I'm like, no.
Yeah, that would be we're like, why? No, that's not normal.
This is not appropriate. We are not going to do this today.
Yeah, but then Uo forced them anyway because that's what friends do.
Yep.
Well, and I like that scene too. How like Shigure was one who was originally interested in that. Oh yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
The weirdo he is. He's like Toru, please, I beg you, buy one.
Yeah, and that was the scene actually that revealed that Uo was the one in the first episode because she's like crossing her arms and we saw her nail polish, which was the same type as in the opening scene.
Ah, yes. Yeah, you're right.
So yeah, that was. There were a couple times where they just like focus on something just enough to make you notice it, but not enough to like be a focus of the scene, and that's just a cool way to do it.
I liked when Hana shows up and she's like, "It will the color of it will be pink."
Well, like, yeah, that was after they're already shopping.
Yeah.
And I like how they're getting the guys to argue about what color was the best, and then they say pink it is then.
Oh yeah. What did Kyoa's like? I want it to be orange, and then Yuki was like blue, and then Kyoa's like she doesn't need blue, and then Yuki was like she doesn't want to wear that bright color or whatever.
Yeah, and I think it just reflects some on their personality too, with Kyo's color kind of being orange as it is with his orangish hair.
Yep, and Yuki's always blue. He's always got the blues.
Okay. Oh, and the filter like almost caught a message saying subscribe to your channel as like advertisement. It's great. You get like auto flag for advertising C's channel on C's channel.
I really don't have to advertise anymore. I didn't do anything. I'm actually glad that happened because I'm not gonna for the ending. I don't.
So everyone go subscribe to C.
I disagree. We shouldn't. We should go subscribe to Rising instead.
I know because I have 337 subs and I like that number.
Damn it. So like the same gaggle of girls show up. The three girls show up, and they are like so into Kyo and Yuki.
Well, they also want to like rough up Uo for like leaving the gang, but then like okay, these guys might have to be careful, and then like, these guys are good looking.
I love they're eating at some place, I think, and then they're in the background and they're like zooming in with their like phone cameras and
oh yeah, trying to get like a picture of Kyo and Yuki.
I love it. It was adorable, but it really wasn't because they were following them around, but it was somehow adorable.
It was stalking but adorable, so it's kind of okay.
Francesca says, I love Uo because I can relate to her poor family life. I can as well. I also like Uo because of that.
I like Uo because she brings a giant metal rod to school.
That is also a thing I relate to Uo with.
This dream. Okay. We're going to ignore that one.
Technically, you know what? No, I'm not going to say it. Never mind.
All right, Satsuki, screenshot the thing that C didn't say.
Oh, God damn it. Iwatani and Hana is worth more than an entire gang. I think I'm going to go ahead and...
Yep. I agree.
I believe that what Satsuki said there, and I'm going to write it down for future cataloging.
Oh, and going back to the swimsuit colors for a second, they're saying that Toru fit pink because she was a mix of her mother, which is the bright red, and her father, which was a pure white. So, like, that's like one of the first things we've really seen about her father, beyond the fact that he died when she was young, if I remember right.
Backstory on Toru's father: he's gonna be an alien. So this is how it's gonna work. In September, when we break into Area 51 and we rescue all the season 2s, right, from the anime.
That's where they keep Twin Tail season 2.
Yeah, that's where they keep that, and season 3.
Well, yeah, season 5 is over in France, though.
And we're gonna go in there and we're gonna find Toru's father.
Okay, yes, we will go do that.
It'll be great. It'll be brilliant. Remember the Naruto run, because if you don't Naruto run, they will shoot you. Like, they will hit you with their chain guns.
Okay, so Toru's father is mentioned and his name is Katsuya.
Oh.
That's interesting. Yeah, and I forget, was Toru's grandfather, was that on her mother's or father's side of the family?
Mother, I think.
Okay, so
because he was talking about how, like, they didn't appreciate Toru because of her mother.
Okay, that's what I thought, but I didn't remember right.
Yeah.
So we basically know nothing about her father or where he came from or anything like. Oh, okay. They corrected us. It's the father's side. So.
Oh, okay.
Well, okay, thank you, everyone.
Wonder who's on the mother's side then.
That's the other dragon.
God damn it.
Yeah. So then we go back to, like, Uo's backstory, how, like, she was in the gang for years and a problem child. Everyone couldn't deal with her.
Well, actually, before that, there's a little thing that Toru says where they give her the gift and she's like, "I will treasure it," while she's like, her eyes are watering.
Oh,
it's adorable. But yes. Continue on.
So we got the backstory. Uo was a problem child, like an unfed lion, they gave the analogy of. But during that time, she ended up hearing about Kyoko and really looking up to her, despite the fact that Kyoko had given up that life before.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Apparently, years prior, 17 years, she gave it up.
Did they say 17 years?
I don't know. See, I was confused on that part because I was like, how did Uo know about Kyoko?
Yeah, because it feels like even if for that reputation, it would go away over a period of years.
Yeah, someone may correct us.
Well, that's what the chat is for, because we are wrong a lot.
But yes, so Kyoko was the Crimson Butterfly. She wore an awesome coat. She drove a cool bike. And she fought people and was very successful at doing so. And Uo looked up to her. And I think this is a great episode just for the interaction that Uo has with Kyoko.
Yeah, and one of the things I like is how, like, these side characters have different connections beyond just the main story. Yeah,
Francesca says Uo knew about her because she was super famous.
Yeah, and she stepped down when she had Toru, so she stepped down ever how old Toru is ago. Which Toru's like high school, so 15-ish, I think. I don't know Toru's age exactly.
I think she's like 17.
Some number.
Yeah. But Uo is surprised by the way Kyoko has turned out. Because she's heard all these stories about how she's just a badass, a lone wolf, who can just kick ass and take names, and she doesn't even consider bubblegum.
Oh yeah, until she had her child. Now all she cares about is bubblegum.
Yeah. It's time to raise children and chew bubblegum, and I'm not out of bubblegum because I just bought a pack.
Exactly. So yeah, I don't know how to do a segue off that. But then you had Uo meeting Kyoko, and just how she was nothing like she expected Kyoko to be. Oh, same with Toru too, for that matter.
Oh yeah, she thought like Toru was gonna be like the spitting image.
Yeah, and Toru was, well, Toru.
Yeah, adorable and sweet, kind. Nothing like her mother.
I think it's something like her mother, just not the side that you think of.
Yeah, not the. She didn't pick up the violent tendencies.
Or so you think.
Or the next episode, Toru goes on a killing spree. You thought she was innocent. You thought she was adorable, but then she snaps.
But she's still adorable.
And then she starts yelling in Russian as she's killing people.
And then Emoji-san helps while yelling in German. So, yeah, back to the Uo and the backstory and stuff that actually kind of makes sense.
Yeah. So, Uo like yells like they immediately come up with a nickname for Uotani, which is Uo. And
yeah.
She's like, why are you giving me like pet names?
Because Toru is like we are and give all the characters incorrect names.
This is true. Or pronounce them incorrectly.
Yeah, we can't pronounce Japanese, so we come up with our own names.
Exactly. Did you know I called Mikasa Mikase for like a whole year? Nobody told me I was saying it wrong.
I'm telling Satsuki that.
He's already probably laughing at me at this point. But she gets mad. Like, Uo gets mad and is like, you have fallen. Like, from, like, who are you now? And then she runs off, and Toru's like, oh no, she forgot her face mask she wears around all the time. What's the deal with that, by the way? Do we know?
I think it's like a gang symbol, because we saw one of the other, the three girls had one.
So yeah. You're right, yeah. So yeah, that may be exactly it. And yeah, Toru goes and
and something else is like when Uo was basically yelling at Kyoko, like that, Kyoko saying, "I just relaxed," or what was the word?
Yeah, she's like, I just relaxed a little bit. That's all.
Yeah, it shows that she's still in many ways the same person, but there is a slight difference, and that's like changed her life in a big way just with that slight difference.
This is much like another anime that's airing this season, Vinland Saga, where in the beginning, the main character Thors, he is like really good at killing people. In fact, he kills like, I don't know, like multiple squads of men, and he fakes his own death because he has a son, and he wants to go raise this. Well, he has a daughter, but he also has a son shortly after that battle, and he changes his ways for his son and his daughter, but he's still Thor's the murderer deep down. He's still Thor's the warrior.
That's interesting. I should watch that show.
It's really good. It's by Wood Studio, the same people who made Mikase.
I guess they did make one good show.
They also did After the Rain.
I guess they made one good show.
Oh, god damn it.
It's so much fun to troll C tactics. So yeah, we got Uo feeling like she was Uo was like really mad at Kyoko for what she did, but she also was saying like she felt like she was being left behind. And I just think that dichotomy is really interesting.
Yeah, it is.
In a way, it's like her anger is because she is jealous of what Kyoko did.
Mm-hmm. Just to throw it all away for family, because she didn't have family.
Exactly, like she doesn't care about her family. But now you get to the point, it's like she sees someone who has a family that she cares about, and it like really eats at her, even if she doesn't quite understand why or what's going on.
Uo and Kyoko are kind of similar in some ways, because Kyoko had family issues.
Right.
Uo basically doesn't really have a family until after this whole thing until really technically recently. And
Well, and something else I thought of too with Uo is like after Kyoko died, Uo sort of became like a mother figure to Toru, like watching out for her, taking care of her. And in a way, it's like she's taking the same path Kyoko did.
yeah, she she did what Kyoko did. You're exactly right. She settled down and became a normal person.
Well, somewhat normal.
Yeah, well, yeah.
But that's kind of the point too. She's not a completely normal person. She still has like some violent tendencies, but her strength is now being used for good to help Toru.
Right, exactly. She's like Killua in Hunter x Hunter.
I should watch more of that. Okay, I'm going to go watch more Hunter x Hunter now. Goodbye.
No, don't leave.
But it's Hunter x Hunter.
But this is Fruits Basket.
Oh wait, we're doing Fruits Basket podcast?
But what have we been talking about this whole time?
I kind of forget things sometimes.
God damn it.
So another point though about the episode, then they came back to the introduction scene. Kyoko coming back into the house with her father there and drinking and all that. And then she was like leaning up against the wall of her room and made a quote, which I thought was really interesting, saying, "I've gotten used to this life." And I think that's really fitting, not just for her, but for the entire show and also the message of the show.
Yeah, I in particular really like that, where she's like, yeah, I've gotten used to it. And in a way, she's like trying to fool herself, I think. She's trying to tell herself everything's okay. This is normal. This is the way this has always been. I can get through this. And that's kind of what you need to do in those situations. You have to fool yourself in many ways to get through it. And once you reach rock bottom, that's when the change happens.
Yeah, and something else too is like all the other characters of the show have sort of accepted the life that they have as normal now. Like Emoji-san with his mother not forgetting him. He's like, this is my normal life. With Hattori, with Kana forgetting him and moving on to him, like, this is my normal life. It might be messed up, but that's like what it is.
Yeah. There's something so I don't. Maybe not bittersweet. May not be the best word to describe it, but like there's a comfort for a lot of these characters in their misery.
Exactly. Yeah. It's like it's what they know. They don't want to change.
It's much like I don't know, like a lonely person who when someone comes and is like, hey, you want to go and hang out or whatever, they turn that person away because they're like lonely people push other people away because they're lonely. That's just kind of the mindset.
It's normal for them, so comfortable. And it's also one of the big messages of the show is like, if you don't do something drastic, your life will always be the same. Like if you do the same things every day, hang out with the same people, you will have the same life you've always had.
Exactly.
And it takes some sort of force to like change that, either like an external force, like Toru meeting Uo, which I'm sure we'll see next episode, or actually Toru and all the Somas, or you have to like make a change in your life itself to get out of that situation.
Toru really kind of like, in many ways, is kind of the opposite of a lot of these characters. Toru, for better or worse, has in many ways started to heal and move on. We saw that, she carries that picture around. So she's like, she's kind of like, I don't know, she's accepted it, right? That's what it seems like. And even in the episode when she goes to the cemetery,
right?
She's not like collapsing or anything. It's maybe it's not fun for her, but it's like she's going to see her mom and she's happy about it.
Well, yeah, wasn't she saying that that was a really fun day for her?
She may have.
I think. Yeah, let me go find my notes for that episode.
It would not surprise me.
Yeah, it's like she remarked that the visit to the grave was fun. And that just says something about her and how she's dealing with it, saying, yes, it is sad, but she's living the best life she can with that and working hard to make her life better in whatever way she can.
Right. She's not sitting around and moping about it. She isn't complaining. She's just moving forward. And
exactly. And all these other characters are like stuck in what they're in, at least for the most part.
Yeah, they've kind of been, stuck in second gear.
Yeah, it's like I think Momoji is the only character who isn't stuck like that.
Yeah.
Well, at least in the Somas. You could also say the same with Uo now that she met Toru.
So this is interesting because I think we're gonna get more of Uo in the next episode.
Yeah, I saw something saying like this was like the first part of her backstory, and it feels like there's more they need to show.
I think the way it ended, I don't think they can just like next episode be like, let's focus on someone else. I think we have to give another one to Uo.
Exactly, which I'm excited for.
Oh yeah, for sure. It was great. She's gonna carry around lead pipes and beat people up. It's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, that's the word for it.
Awesome or beating people up with lead pipes?
Yeah, it'll be fun. She just needs to beat up Kagura with the lead pipe.
If it stops her from having a split personality, I think I'm okay with that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Hazel said that Uo's backstory is continuing next episode.
Yep, I figured just the way it ended.
Yeah, and because like this was like how Uo was before she met Toru, and the next episode will be how she is after she meets Toru.
Yeah, how exactly Toru and Kyoko changed their lives and how their bond grew so strong that Uo and Hana are like Toru's protectors.
Exactly, they're like her scary parents. I mean, you have Uo with her giant lead pipes, and you have Hana with wave powers.
She's got some weird moms. She's got like 3 of them. One of them was a gang leader. The other one's like a former like wannabe gang leader who also carries around a lead pipe and is really violent.
And then the scariest one is Hana.
The scariest one. The one that people, honestly, chances are I'd be more scared of Uo if I ran into Uo rather than Hana, because Hana to me is just like there's nothing immediately like that I go, maybe not.
Hana will only hurt you if you really deserve it.
Have we seen Hana hurt anyone?
No, but they know she will.
Oh my god. We got to get like we got to get like a shonen battle with Hana.
I'm okay with that. Hana against Akito.
There you go.
Yeah,
Saucy says Uo is Lancer and Hana is Caster.
But the question is which Caster? Because Natsuko is Hana William Shakespeare.
I don't want her to be oh god, what was Caster's name in Fate Stay Night? I don't want her to be that one. I want her to be, because she kind of gets owned. Well, I don't want to spoil Fate BW, but she doesn't fare well against Rin Tosaka.
Can she be the Ilya caster in Khalid?
I don't remember what that one is.
I don't think you saw it. That was in a later season.
You're probably right.
See, I told you I was going to bring up Fate Khalid somehow.
You stop bringing up Fate, goddammit. Bringing up way too much.
Yeah, I think that's everything that I wrote down about the show, though there are definitely parts where I was like so intrigued I forgot to take notes, so that's a good sign.
Yeah, I will say, like, I watch the opening and endings for this season because I like them a lot, like both a lot. And I must say, I thought when it ended early, I was like, that's weird. The show ended early. Is it going to be a short episode this week by a couple minutes? And I think one of the highlights of this episode, not because it's like the best thing, just because of, I think this is one of the first after credit scenes with Emoji-san.
Yeah, there are a couple other after credit scenes in the show,
but this one was so funny.
It was, and I liked how it was an after credit scene because a lot of times, like, they have a big cliffhanger, kind of feels disjointed. But in this case, it was like continuing a side plot that would not really fit the main ending to the show. It was like, okay, let's tie this swing up here, have some fun with it.
Yeah, it was really fun. Very memorable after credits scene.
Yes.
I'm really happy with the way that turned out. Francis says, would you guys waifu Uo or Hana? Trick question, Yuki.
Yeah, and I still go with Toru because Toru is best girl.
Whoa, 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 whoa. You can't marry Toru.
But it's Toru.
That's not right. Toru is not supposed to get married.
There's a difference between marrying and waifuing, though.
I don't know. Is there?
Yes, because this is anime. Oh, apparently the extra scene wasn't in a manga, but yeah, it was funny.
Yep, that's an awesome trivia thing that it not being in the manga. I'm glad they
shows that filler can sometimes make the show better.
Right, exactly. So we need to have 5 seasons of Fruits Basket, all of them flashback filler seasons. We gotta get this Naruto Shippuden stuff going on.
With these characters, I would not even complain.
Would you, though? I think I'd complain a little bit. 5 seasons of filler for Fruits Basket?
5 seasons of Fruits Basket.
Hey, I'd be okay with that.
Exactly, there you go.
I love it.
Yeah, so overall, great episode. Not quite the strongest, but still, like, every episode is just really good in ways I wasn't expecting.
Yeah, I think the highlight of this whole episode is the stuff with Uo and Kyoko and Toru. The stuff that I think was the weakest was the pool stuff, even though that was actually really funny. When they go by the swimsuit, I thought that was the weaker parts, but I think they were like, we gotta put something in here to balance the darkness.
Yeah, and it was one of the scenes that I agree it wasn't that good, but it was needed for the episode as a whole.
Yeah. Hazel puts it in a good way. Momoji, the adorable bunny, scared. Did I just say his name?
Yes.
Oh my god!
You said it correctly too.
Well, Emoji-san, the adorable bunny. Oh crap! The comment went away. Chess says she's gonna cry when this show ends. I don't want this show to end.
Yeah, I'm kind of glad they're taking a break just because that means we get to enjoy it for longer.
Yeah, we get to savor it. I love it, and we get to. I may do something. So I bought the Fruits Basket Sweet 16 thing of Right Stuff. It was like $20 for like the Blu-ray set of like the whole original series, and I may do something on that. But people are telling me in my Discord that maybe I shouldn't.
Yeah, tell us in Discord so that like after the season ends, are we safe to watch the original? Are we not? And yes, segue. Please join our Discord. It's fun.
The Discord has places where you can talk to other people, and I don't know if any of you have ever met another person. I haven't. So if you could tell me if there are other people there, I would much appreciate that.
Yes, I once met an anime person. We got kind of lost in the mall. And then there's a weird demonstration, funeral, whatever that was. I don't know. It was a weird trip.
Wait, what happened?
Have you met a person in Baltimore before?
No. But Francesca says, I think you can watch it after the season ends, which I totally want to. I would love to do like what we do here, but for that.
I'd be willing to do that.
And we're gonna add Satsuki the Savage too. He's gonna be on it every week, and he's gonna hate us because we're gonna make him watch more anime.
Okay, yeah. So Shadow is saying, like, wait till the first season ends before seeing the original. So yeah, when the season ends, then we'll probably ask people who actually know what's going on if it's safe.
Yeah, we'll ask on the last episode before the series for the series, and this series goes on a little bit of a hiatus.
Exactly. And Satsuki's talking about Domestic Girlfriend, which I need to go see more of.
Oh man, Domestic Girlfriend is the best trash.
I'm looking forward to it.
Oh my god, it's so like I can't. So I made a video about Domestic Girlfriend. I think it was like my love letter to Domestic Girlfriend.
Yes, I saw that video.
Yeah, or I'm like, this is the worst thing ever, but it's the best thing ever, and I don't know how to feel about it, but I love it, and I also hate it, but I really love it and hate it.
Oh, and we got someone new to join the Discord, so hello.
Hello, person who joined the Discord.
Yes, I will be spamming you with fake lead screenshots soon.
Sassi says, anime is bad. I agree. This is what we need to do. We need to get more manhwa adapted. We need to get more Korean anime. We need to adapt The Girl from Random Chatting, I Love You, and now Unordinary. Been reading that recently. That's some Bastard. There you go. There's your 4. There's a big 4.
Yeah, I did watch, what was it last year? Please Take My Brother Away, which was on.
More manhwa. We need to get on that. Anime, Shadow Blazer is 100% correct. Anime was a mistake. Manhwa is a gift. Also, freaking Painkiller. That's a good one.
Yep, so C's going to turn his channel into a manhwa channel, so please unsubscribe.
You know, I actually do have manhwa videos planned for every single one of those I just talked about.
Okay, apparently if we watch the original, we need to watch it in the Spanish dub, is what Francesca is saying.
No, I still want to watch JoJo in Spanish. But yes.
Yeah, I watched a few clips of it. I was going to use that for my video on JoJo, which I decided not to do.
You're the one who convinced me that I wanted to watch JoJo in Spanish. I don't know why. I just really want to watch it in Spanish.
I think that Netflix has it in Spanish.
Oh, man. That's where I'm watching it next. I hope they have season 2 in Spanish. 'Cause that's what I'm on.
Yeah, like I was going to do a JoJo video and like play some clips to demonstrate my point, but play the Spanish dub just to troll all the JoJo fans.
Yeah, I think I'm definitely going to watch the dub for Old Fruits Basket, just for the simple fact that, one, Laura freaking Bailey. Come on.
Exactly.
Not only Laura Bailey, but young Laura Bailey.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised I did not like the dub for this one as much, because it seemed like it had a really good cast.
It has Laura Bailey in it, the new one as well.
Exactly. So, like, why are we watching the sub?
I don't have Funimation. All I have is Crunchyroll.
Yeah, that's also true.
So I can't watch the dub for it. But I mean, I could just make another email and get the first month free.
Exactly, and then sign up for C's link to get 5 free months of High Dive for.
I removed that link, okay? Because I have to do a whole thing when I talk about that. It's a whole rigmarole.
I see. All right, so I should copy it and paste that link on every website I know.
I mean, you'll be doing it. I'm not telling you to, because if I did, I had to be whole rigmarole.
Oh, don't worry, I can take things out of context to frame you for it.
New dub is great, but always watch sub these days, or simply wait for Blu-ray. Hell yeah, wait for Blu-ray. I'm definitely going to be buying the Blu-ray for the new one.
Yeah, I wonder when that will be coming out.
Saucy says Hina is easily the worst girl. Right on, man. Right on.
Who's Hina?
One of the main characters in Domestic Girlfriend.
Oh, okay. I was thinking Hina from Thrigatsu, and I was confused.
She's like the mid 20-year-old who.
Is she the teacher?
Yeah, she's the teacher.
Okay. Yeah, I saw the first episode or two.
She's a bad person. I want to tell you really bad what a scene that happens with Hina that just is flabbergasting, but I can't.
So we should do a Domestic Girlfriend podcast after we do the first basketball.
Holy crap, we're still doing a podcast.
How do you forget you're doing a podcast? I mean, granted, we're like this normally, but still.
What happened? We're 7 minutes into a Fruits Basket podcast.
And this podcast is amazing.
Oh my god. Oh.
If you ever join like our Discord calls, like we are not acting for the podcast. We're like this all the time.
Oh man. When it comes to Discord calls, I am the king of keeping people in a Discord call until like 3 a.m.
And then I go to bed or go watch Railgun, and then we end up all watching Railgun together, and C gets very confused.
Oh, yeah, I watched an episode of Railgun, Season 2, Episode 13. I've seen literally nothing of the series prior.
Yeah, I had watched some things with C. I was like, okay, I'm gonna go now watch. And I was like, no.
There's
I'm halfway through Season 2, and she was like, don't care, we're doing it. Okay, C, come with us.
There's like multiple of the same person, and they exploded, and they all cleaned her up when she exploded. Ugh.
And it was like Ghost in the Shell.
No one's watching this anymore. Probably because this isn't a Fruits Basket podcast anymore. This is Rising and Sea Ramble for too long.
We should do a podcast just titled that Rising in Sea Ramble About Nothing.
And each time, well, Satsu's seen it. He says Misaka.
I was about to say, no way, that's wrong. It's Mikasa. I was like, okay, I get those names mixed up.
Where can they find you, Rising?
They can find me on my YouTube channel, Rising Sun Reviews. I will be doing some videos about something, plus the weekly Symphogear podcast, so check that out. They can also find me on Twitter, where I post things, and they can find me on Amy Amino, where I post short videos, and my contract was just extended, so I'll be posting stuff there for a bit longer, at least.
I'm C-Tactics, but I have a channel called Bento, which is where this podcast is hosted on, along with my other stuff that will be hosted here. We're getting close to the end of Fruits Basket, just almost 10 episodes away, and since we're getting close to the end of Season 1, there's another show that I have to cover next season, and if I don't cover Fruits Basket again next season, I gotta cover something new, I guess. So, is there any shows that you guys want to watch? And that you want to hear me talk about every week that's coming out in the fall season?
My Hero Academia.
I haven't finished season 3.
Wait, are they making a new season of Please Take My Brother Away?
Are they? Are they making a season of the girl
yes,
from Random?
They are.
Are they making the girl from Random Chatting?
I don't care.
What? What do you mean you don't care?
Okay, so we're going to be covering Food War Season 4 next season.
I didn't agree to any of this.
Fake Grand Order? Huh.
Dahlia says we have to cover Fruba.
Emoji-san and Friends, the anime.
I agree.
Oh, this one looks good.
The podcast is really long. We really need to end